Hello everyone and welcome to Delta Velocity. My name is Veldu and today we are going to play one of my favorite games, TAGAP, the apocalyptic game about penguins. TAGAP is I don't even find a good word to describe it, so let's start off immediately. Just equip the voiceover on. A little bit less mouse speed. It's very high on the default, which is odd. And we're not going to use gamepad today. And achievements, none of them have been unlocked. And let's start the game on a difficulty insane. I'm really good at this game, and I never played insane before. But long story short, let's start the game and let the game present itself. And welcome to the game. So our main character Pablo has a UT and we're just going to just gun and shoot the whole way towards the left. So it's pretty simple. Yep. So yeah, this is one of my favorite games, and it's been a very long time since I played this. And yeah, and we got a new weapon, shotgun. Very powerful at close range. Okay, past this, and there's... We got... Actually, I need to explain the little bit game mechanics. So... Pablo is a cyber penguin who instead of having blood, he is run by TAGAP, which is... I don't remember the right term for it, but I'll put it on the screen. So it's about drugs. Yeah. And every time when you kill a TAGAP, you'll gain health. And if you have 100 health and you collect a TAGAP, you'll enter in overdose mode, when everything will slow down. And we just picked up the secret key card, which actually just gives you points. Which is... Points in this game aren't just that important, they're just for... But they're just score. Yeah, so it's about score, and if I'm right, every 100,000 points you'll get a 1-up, which is presented in upper corner. And we encounter new enemies. These are mech penguins, which will take 10 times more hits than normal penguins. And we just got to use these. These weapons are very powerful. Even though they don't do that much damage, they have unlimited ammo, which is pretty neat. And this is the first checkpoint, and let's continue to warehouse offices. Grab some more TAGAP and continue. So what the difficulty does in this game? Well, it's been a very long time since I played this, and I'm not completely sure. I think it does affect the amount of damage you receive from the enemies. But one thing is sure, that it doesn't affect the amount of enemies. They will always be the same. Maybe the respawn rate is a little bit higher. I don't know. I haven't experimented. Another new weapon, plasma gun. Very powerful against penguins. And turrets. New type of what enemies. So if you haven't already noticed, in the up next to the score there's a frag counter. It will go down every time you kill a penguin. Every time you kill 100 penguins, you will be awarded a special power up. And I'll talk about those later on when we actually get one of those. And also, every weapon has a secondary function. Let me present. I'll just destroy this guy first. Okay, so twin Uzis, primary function, just dual shot, shoot him. But if you press the secondary mouse button, you can actually aim the other weapons, so you can shoot in two different directions at once. Shotgun, primary function, aim and shoot. Pretty simple. Secondary fire function, it consumes 2 shells and it fires a grenade, which is very effective against crowd enemies. Plasma gun. 2 hit killed penguins. Secondary fire function uses 2. It creates a barrier which will repel the penguins. Rocket launch. I'll speak that later on when we actually need it. And as you can see, this is pretty... There's a lot of blood in this game. Which is... It's not that bad, to be honest. Oh. And there we have a combo. Every time you kill 4 penguins or get 4 frags in a couple seconds, you will award a combo bonus, which is TAGAP. Bigger combo in shorter time period, more TAGAP you get.
Yeah.
We got a key card and secret area missiles. That is cool. I have to... This game is very good, but there's a couple of little things that at first bother a little bit. Good. I'll just use my secondary fire. Oh, never mind. So what was I saying? So that... What was annoying at the beginning, that you activate everything by pressing down, which you don't usually do. You usually use E or some other key. But when you play the game for a pretty long time, you'll get used to it, which is kinda nice. And this is the first mini-boss. It's Pedro, the type of penguin. So I'll explain later on who Pedro is, because I want to just annihilate him. And don't get killed. Just took a lot of damage. Level completed. Let's save and continue. We're not done yet. And power problems. There's no light, and we have to use our flashlight, which comes from our face. Yeah. And this is good to use it secondary function, because it can be useful. And this new enemies. We got droids which will fire plasma, which is pretty predictable when you encounter a couple of them, but they can still surprise you. And we can already see up there's point cards. We want to go visit there later on. Oh, another droid. And exploding mines. Very deadly. Oh, and everything hurts you. Exploding droids, everything. And even falling glass. We want to save those for later on. Well, at least at one. So we need to restore the power to get across. Ow. That was good. So, let's speak about the... Oh! Let's not do that yet. Let's just take care of these first. So let's talk about the game. TAGAP is a side platformer which was released in 2007, I think. And it's still a really good game. It might have some minor problems with the newer computers, but to be honest, I haven't found a lot of them. Maybe a couple minor ones, which aren't that bad. And TAGAP has a sequel as well, which is TAGAP 2, which was released in 2011, I think. And it expanded the whole formula in a good way. Better, well, I don't know, better music, but there was a lot more new stuff to do. New weapons, new features. Oh no, oh! It added a lot of new stuff. And one cool thing is in TAGAP that you can actually... There's a level editor in it as well, which is kinda cool. I never tried to TAGAP 1 level editor, but I tried to TAGAP 2. We got hazard, don't get hit. Yes. Oh, close. What's my gun? So let's talk about... So it's been a long time, a really long time ago. The Penguin development team TD actually announced the TAGAP 3, which is another sequel to TAGAP 2, and it will be released in 2016 if I'm right. And here's for example one of the frag rewards, which combo 100 frag rewards, you'll get a blue pill. Yeah. Which not work like a blue pill matrix, but it's pretty fancy. You don't take any damage, and in a 20 seconds everything's fast up quite a bit. This is useful that this can really help you to clear out very difficult pathways and parts of the game. Yeah. So we have our enemies there. We have mines.
Yum yum. Yummy.
Those actually go very easy to get a combo. And medkits restore your health all the way to the 100, which is very neat. And this kind of reminds me for a very ideal boss battle room, because just look at it. Yep, it's a boss battle room. Just touch those rockets like a boss. Don't get hit. that's one of the uses of secondary fire in the pulse rifle. Very useful. Hit it. 1 health. Oh no. There we go. High score. And there's the 1-up. They're red pills. Sweet. And it's a checkpoint. And I guess this is a good time to end up the episode, and yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you online. Bye.